Rebel soul child, got a fist balled. I'm a respawn of ancestors, and I'm blessed, huh?
Right, here we go, here we have it. Fight night, Aspinall versus Tybura. As you can see, London weather is shitty, it's raining. I'm not gonna let that get me down. I'm excited for tonight's fight. We're gonna watch 7 hours of pure violence. I can't wait, I'm gonna take you along the journey with me.
The UFC flyweight division, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist, holding professional.
Sean O'Bannon is just fighting now, finding out the decision. Nice one. So to me, she didn't win a single round. Yeah, good. She didn't do enough. All 3 rounds, I didn't have her winning a single one, which is a shame on a UFC debut.
And I walk out tonight knowing one thing.
Introducing our opponent, fighting! Let's go! 13 wins, 5 losses. He's 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Liverpool, England!
Since then, for sure. I needed this music so much. I worked and everything I should have done. I got the right training partners. I was eating the right foods. Got out a lot of negative people from my life. Got straight back to the scene of the crime.
For those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for! Live from the O2 Arena in London, England!
First minute and a half into the fight, Aspinall wins by knockout. I didn't expect any less. Molly McCann had her arm almost fucking snapped off by Steliarenko. Again, I didn't expect any less. Prelims have been a bit shit, but the main card is definitely made up for it.
Obviously, John Jones is the heavyweight champion of the world right now. When do you think you would earn a shot at that man?
Give me that microphone, Mike Bisping. I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Paris. I'm going to be sat front row for Cyril Gane against Sergey Spivak. I'm going to beat the winner, and then I'm going to beat John Jones.
Okay, so I'm finally home. It's like 2 in the morning. There was train strikes, and me and my brother had to obviously try and get back from Canary Wharf. No, sorry, from Greenwich all the way back to Green Park, and then from Green Park to Euston, and Euston back to Watford. So we're here now, it's all good. Great night of fighting. The prelims weren't that great, I'll be honest with you. I was a bit disappointed to let down on the prelims. I know there was a lot of debuts, but if I was fighting on a debut, I would like to think I'd give it my all, and I feel like some of the fighters didn't really go out, they didn't give it their all. But the main card was absolutely incredible. Like, it was absolute, my voice is gone. At one point, I tried to celebrate for Aspinall and I almost passed out. I don't know what happened. I stood up to cheer. I screamed into my lungs. I think my voice broke. I sound like a fucking 12-year-old. And yeah, it was that. Look, I'm going to do a recap tomorrow. So right, here we are. Here's the summary of yesterday. The card was okay. It was okay. To be fair to him, the crowd was shit. Michael Venom Page was there. Leon Edwards was there. Hamzat Chimaev was there. the crowd didn't even know who they were when they came on the camera, so I don't really know. It was a weird crowd, just say. It was a weird vibe. It wasn't the best. The prelims were okay. I didn't feel like everybody fought out their heart like they could do, but the main card absolutely made up for it. One, Davy Grant, the fact that he lost that decision, fucking robbery. Absolute robbery. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a close fight. Very close fight. Sorry, my voice is gone. Very close fight, but round one definitely went to that. I don't even understand how. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to get annoyed at myself again. Then we have Paul Craig. Now listen, I have to apologise to Paul Craig because I generally did not think he was going to get this win. I mean, Muniz is definitely the better fighter. I mean, I know he lost, so technically not now, but like on stats, on paper, he's definitely the better fighter. The way he fights, he's definitely a better fighter. And the way Paul Craig's been fighting recently, I didn't even have him to win. I won't lie to you, but the moment Paul Craig came out and I was there in the stand and I saw the stare down, Craig was there for business. He was there to fucking kill someone. And not only did he finish the fight, but he did it on the ground. Well, I thought he would lose, so fair play. Weirdly surprised and very happy that you've won. I did think you were going to do it, and you did do it. You proved me wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong, not a problem. Okay, next, I have no idea how Nathaniel Woods didn't get the fight of the night. Definitely was the fight of the night. That fight was just so back and forth between him and Philly. It was fucking insane. I know it was a featherweight fight for Nathaniel, so like he said, you know, the weight cut's okay, but it's all about the speed. And mate, he put him to the floor two or three times in that fight, which is very impressive considering he was actually a lot shorter as well. So Nathaniel Wood is now on a 3 winning streak. I honestly do think that there is potential for him to call out someone in the top 15, maybe try and get himself a ranked opponent. I know he's been close to it before, so I feel like that should be the next step in his career that he should want to take. Okay, so the next is Murphy. Now Murphy actually did very good. He actually kind of reminds me, his fighting style is very similar to Leon Edwards. It's quite tight, everything's locked in. The stance that he does, he's constantly switching between southpaw and orthodox, is very good, especially if you're going to be a striking fighter. Again, I've always thought he was going to win. He showed a bit more jiu-jitsu than what I thought he was going to. I know in my previous video I said he was a blue belt, so it was mainly defensive, but he's actually upgraded to a purple belt since, I believe in the last month or so, he's gained his purple belt, and I think he was trying to show the crowd that a little bit. There was some stuff backstage between him and Nathaniel Woods. Now what I'm thinking is, if both of these British guys, these English guys can become ranked, then they could do a fight themselves against each other. I don't know if that's been done in the UFC, 2 British guys going at it. If it has, then excuse me, but yeah, I think that would be a really good fight because there's been tension there for years, and if they're both ranked, I think it'll be very interesting. And the matchup, the stylistic matchup, is also the same. Okay, so next I have McCann. McCann, Molly. Honestly, it's frustrating because I know Molly's good. I know she's a great fighter, especially if it's a stand-up fight. But it was an armbar, and it's always an armbar for Molly. You know, she really struggles on the floor. Now I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Home crowd, home advantage. Powerful hands. She has powerful hands. I truly thought she would be able to finish it. Why she decided to jump on top and go to the floor is beyond me, especially if it's not a stronger suit. Maybe she wanted to prove a point, but then she got locked in. She actually got out of a Kimura, I believe, and then got turned over by Stoliarenko, and then she just sinks in the armbar and she tapped instantly. I mean, her arm looked like it was going to fucking snap, so, you know, tap, obviously. Don't be an idiot. No, you're not a hero if your arm snaps. Do you know what I mean? It's just stupid. Then you've got to wait even longer to fight and make money to put food on your table. So it doesn't make any sense to me. But it is a shame. It is an absolute shame. So now that she's probably going to need at least another two wins in her pocket. She is in I believe, early 30s. So another 2 fights could take another 2 years. She could be 35, 36 before she gets another shot at being ranked. So that's a shame, but she really needs to work on that ground game if she's going to ever break into the top 15. And Tom fucking Aspinall. I predicted it in my UFC London predictions. I knew he was going to finish that first round. I knew he would obliterate Tybura. I knew it. I said it. Fucking hell. Completely. The main card completely made up for the prelims. Like, the prelims were good. They were okay. But I expected more, you know. But let it all go. Let it all go in the cage. Don't leave it to the judges. Don't be lazy. If you're tired, just fucking deal with it. You know, if you want people to take you seriously as an athlete, you have to show that you want it. And some of the fights, I didn't feel like they wanted it. That's just my opinion. But Tom Aspinall goes in there within a minute 30, knocks him clean out, and then he says he's gonna fight the winner of Pavlovich versus Gane. You can hear in the video that I was telling him to call out Gane. For me, that would be the next move for me. I would even move past Pavlovich. Wouldn't really bother me. Because Gane, I feel like Gane's just a bigger name at the minute, you know, if he wants to keep momentum. And then he said he would fight John Jones, but actually he said he would beat John Jones, which is interesting because you know that I think John Jones is the best of all time, the GOAT. But it's the same thing with Ngannou. I always wanted to watch Ngannou fight John Jones just to see how Jones would deal with that sort of power, and I feel like Tom Aspinall has obviously not the same sort of power as Ngannou, but if anyone's close, you know, he's folding men in half. Aspinall was folding men, giants, to the floor in minutes. So yeah, listen, that's what I think. That was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got a very fun video. I think I don't want to just do boring MMA videos. I don't want to just sit here and talk shit to you, my opinion. You know, I want to be able to teach you stuff about the UFC, about MMA, and I also want to try and make it a bit more fun. So I'm hoping the next video will be a Hot Ones challenge. It'll basically be a UFC quiz with myself eating the Hot Ones from the Hot Ones sauces from the YouTube channel, the Hot Ones. I don't do spice. When I go Nando's, lemon and herb, it tingles my tongue. So I do bad in that as well. But I'll let you know when that one's coming out. Hopefully it's going to be next week, depending on if I got time to film. But yeah, no, apart from that, UFC London was a great fucking card. I can't wait for the next one, and I'll see you on the next video.
They are not him, tell him fess up. I get check stub, hella carefree, nothing scares me, hella reckless. Yeah, I got next up, right? No, we not the same, cause see when I look in your